Hello all, welcome to Random Art with Karen. And today in my Prayerful planner, I want to be doing some stamping. I asked y'all what you're interested in seeing, and Jean said, well, I'd like to see some stamping. And I know I've told y'all this probably numerous times, but I started out, 25 years ago as a card maker. So I do have some stamps and inks. And this stamp set is from By the Well for God. Now, I got this a while back, so I don't know if it's still available in her shop, but of course I'll go ahead and link it. So the other thing I'll be using is some ink. I used to be consultant for Fun Stamper's Journey years ago, so I do have a lot of their inks. I also like Stampin' Up! Inks, close to my heart. Memento. Yeah, if you're a stamper, if you use inks in your journaling and so forth, share what you like or what inks you use. I know a lot of journalers use distress inks. I do like to do a few practice on some of mine just to make sure I'm going to get a nice image. You do need a flat, firm surface, and then you also need a nice moist ink pad. And I just inked this one up, so I think what I needed to do is do a good pat on it. The other thing too, if it is a new stamp, never used, I like to go ahead and do a few practice on it to kind of get it primed, as I say. I've seen other stampers kind of do a, roughing of it. Now this too, I'm using a dark gray and not a black. I thought that might be a good idea since the Prayerful planner is, in a gray ink. Hey, Fairy. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to pause this for a minute. Otherwise, Fairy's going to jump up here and we will have a mess. Well, let me see if she'll go ahead and at least let me stamp this. Let me stamp the bird, and then we'll see what she does. I'm stamping this off my table because I find that when I stamp on the table that y'all are seeing, sometimes shakes the camera. Oh, I think she walked away. All right, I'm going to go straight down. Press on all areas. Make sure you get that center, Karen. Yeah, you can tell my blocks are well loved. That will work. That will work. Okay. And it happens. Let's see. I think I'm wanting to put, let me just lay this up here. I think I'm wanting to do that to set the mind on the spirit is peace. I think I want to do that. And then I'm going to do a floral up here. Okay. Let's get this inked up. I know stamping on your planners and journals is scary because once it's down there, and if you don't get a good image or if it gets smeared, it's like, what will you do? Well, you cover it up. You get some pattern paper or washi and cover it up. Did I just hit the camera with my head? My apologies. All right, let's see how we did. Not too bad. I would have preferred if I could have gotten it, on the line. But as usual, let it go, Karen. There's my piece. I was about to say, where's my piece? That's a good question. Where is your peace? Is your peace in God? Tom's down there fixing breakfast, so he may holler at me here in a minute. Yep, Fairy's been, Tom got her basket of toys. And so she's been tearing around and trotting around. with little toys in her mouth. So she's been a little wild this morning. Okay, let's see what happened there. I'm not going to touch it because I might smear it. But again, you have to be mindful of that. Of course, the little whiteout's going to take care of that. And what else do I want to put? I wonder if I could put like that there, and that would, but I don't think it's going to be a big deal there, so I'm going to let that go. I'm never quite sure how to use these other little artistic elements sometimes, but I'm just going to go ahead and go for it. And yeah, nothing ventured. Yeah, you got to try something new. And, you know, if you do something and you're not fond of it, you know, you could print out, you know, there's a lot of beautiful free printables like what Jennifer offers, the journal writing prompts, and then just tape it on that page, or get some pretty pattern paper, you know, and put on it, or tear it out. You know, you could just tear it out. All right, flowers. Let's do a flower stamp. Yeah, I have torn pages out because I've been so disappointed. You know, I do my flip through and I'm like, oh, I love that page. Oh, this is pretty. Oh, what about that? What happened there, Karen? You're just, yeah, if you want, I will show you a flip through on like my weekly Prayerful planner. I did some playing around. I just will play around with some stuff, and y'all don't see that because I don't usually post it because it's playing around. But let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that. Let's see. Should I do a thing like that with that? There was another little decorative element here. Let's try that decorative element. I'm calling it a decorative element for lack of any other verbiage. I'm going to stamp it first here because I haven't used, okay, that'll be a nice inking, okay. Yeah, I hadn't used this stamp before, so I wanted to make sure it was primed. Okay, I'm going to put another one up there, or just leave it. I feel like I need to put another one there somewhere. I'm going to put it right here. You know, I'm glad that I used a dark gray instead of black. Yeah, because I think it blends nicely. Oh, you came back, Fairy. Yeah, you did. Are you going to let me maybe stamp one more thing before you get needy? No, don't get in it. Don't get into my ink pad. Let's see. Yeah, she's not going to let me go. So hold on. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So this was the other floral that I wanted to stamp. And yeah, you can see it's a little paler on that side. It's either I didn't ink it good or I didn't get a good pressing down there. And yes, there's going to be ink on my fingers. But I did start coloring. And this is a Derwent Ink Tints pencil. But then I also have, oh shoot, what is the name of those others? Oh, they're the ones you can, Prismacolor. That's what they're called. And so I decided to add a little bit of color. I decided this is a bluebird. I don't know if it is or not, but in Karen land, that's what it is. It's a bluebird. Aren't they stunning? We see them every now and then. And then the color of them is so beautiful. And blue's just a wonderful, serene color. Then I get this, it's a colored pencil blender pen. This one's called Finesse. I think I got this at Paper, Ink, and Arts here in Nashville. But let me show you the beauty of it. If you use pencils, you know how they can use, you see like the stroke marks. See how this kind of softens and blends it. And I've also heard of people using baby oil and a Q-tip to use as a blending tool. I haven't tried that, but when I've seen it on YouTube, it appears that it works nicely. But I like these, and I've seen them on Amazon if you happen to shop Amazon. Yes, if you're ever in Nashville, you need to go to the Paper Arts and Ink shop. They have every kind of pen and marker you could ever want. It's amazing. Plus they do classes on lettering, you know, calligraphy and stuff. I decided to go with a little bit of purple here. Of course, I'll finish out my video once I do my devotionals and get them written down. I need to have this a little closer to me. Thank you. Tom just hollered for breakfast. So guess where Karen's going? Well, let me see if I can blend this real quick. Let's see. The other thing when you're using blender tools, make sure that you're not using, see, like this has got a green. That would bring that green into that. So I don't want to do that. There's a little green there. You can kind of clean them off. I don't know if this one's wet enough. Yeah, this one's nice and wet. But look at that. It almost acts like a watercolor, doesn't it? Yeah. All right, so I'm going to finish this out, read my devotionals on Monday and Tuesday, write them in, and then we'll come back and you can see how I finish this out. And I'm going to go see what Tom cooked for breakfast. Coming! He hollered at me again. Hold on, we'll be back. All right, so I finished coloring, and let me tell you what happened here. I came in with this color, and which I was hoping it to be like that, but I picked up the blender pen that had some green in it, and so that's how that got pulled in. So that's kind of what I was hoping for. But I just worked with it, and I did add a little bit darker blue because, again, I had grabbed it and then started that, and then it was this blue-green that I wasn't happy with, so I came in with my pencil and went a little darker. Let me tell you, with this paper, you know, this is nice paper, but can you see there's maybe like a slight bleed through, but there's definite shadowing. You can see where the bird is, my scripture is, and here too, you can see the flower here and the flower here. Hoping that writing over it will kind of soften that a little bit. This page, I'll see about maybe, I don't know. We'll just see about it. All right. So I'm going to finish off this video on Tuesday when I have read and written down my devotionals. So hold on. All right, so I have read my devotionals and written them down. So this is how it finished out. And yeah, there was some bleed through and more like a shadowing. But here I placed a sticker. You can see a little bit up there, so be mindful of that. You might want to use like the notes pages in the back to do some practice to see how you feel about, you know, the shadowing and so forth. And then over here, where I had some shadowing, I used my stickers from Whitebird Design Co., and you can't even tell. Isn't that beautiful? Yes. So give it a try. Like I said, you know, do it on the notes pages in the back, and so then if you're unhappy, you can just peel it off, or, you know, you just cover it like I did here. You can get some stickers, you know, with the white backing to cover it up, or washi strips or whatever. But branch out. That's what I did. All right, good people, if you like this video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. Become a subscriber if you're not already. Just hit that subscribe button. And those of you that do subscribe, you know I appreciate you. Let's do the wave bye. Look forward to doing some planning with you next time.